So I'm Patrick Moreno for Voicewaves here with Brian Rosen, who's a software engineer for Pixar Animation Studios, and he's been on since the early 90s and has seen his company grow to what it is today with success of films like The Incredibles, Monsters, Inc., and Finding Nemo. Brian, what advice would you give to a student, say between the ages of 12 and 17, and some stuff that they would do to try to begin a career in animation nowadays?
Watch a lot of animation. I mean, if animation is really what you're interested in, watch not just the new stuff. Look at the old stuff too. Go back to see where animation came from. There's a great book called The Illusion of Life, which talks about Disney's original animation ideas, and that's worth looking at and reading. So look at the history of animation and develop an eye for it.
I'm watching cartoons for homework.
Yeah, exactly. Watching cartoons, but not just watching cartoons. Watching cartoons for an understanding of why you like them. Be able to try to write that down. So, what is it about this cartoon? Find a cartoon that you don't like, and try to figure out, well, why don't I like that cartoon? What is this cartoon doing differently? Why does this not look right?
You've also pursued a music career and have performed in productions of Sweeney Todd, and you've also continued to release singles yourself. What advice would you give to somebody who maybe has more than one passion and has something else that they pursue? How have you juggled the different things in your life?
Ideally, it's great if you're fantastic at everything, right? I mean, that's the ideal situation, but not everybody can be fantastic at everything. So the trick there is to find out what you're naturally kind of good at and strengthen, the things that you're maybe not so good at as much as you can. But there's nothing wrong with sort of not being good at some things as long as you're really, really good at the things that you need to be good at. Find out which things you really absolutely feel like you have to do, and figure out a way of just sort of making time in your life to be able to pursue all those things. If you have these interests that you really want to be part of, then you'll figure out a way of making time to squeeze everything in and still get your homework done.